American military service members have died. This is the story of one, Sergeant Christian Bueno Galdasz, whose death in Baghdad last year may mean the end of his family's American dream. NBC's Ron Allen joins me with more. Tell me the story.
Well, it's a very tragic and unusual story, the kind that we don't often hear about. Sergeant Galdasz was killed last May in a incident involving a mentally deranged American soldier who opened fire at a clinic in Baghdad. Back here at home, he was in the process of helping his mother become a permanent resident. Now that he's gone, her dream of becoming a citizen also may have gone with him. Eugenia Galdasz says she was in the final stages of securing permanent legal status in the U.S. when her son died in a hail of gunfire by a deranged soldier at a U.S. clinic in Baghdad. He was 25 and had enlisted in the Army Reserves right after finishing high school. He became a U.S. citizen while serving. He hoped to give his mother the ability to stay in the United States, but now she fears deportation back to her native Peru. Her application put on hold, being reevaluated because her son was her sponsor.
I have something of mine buried in this country, and I don't want to leave my son here.
He gave his life for this country. All we are asking for is for them to be benevolent with his mother.
But under the law, which some lawmakers are trying to change, the soldier's mother's case must now be reviewed. She's been in the United States nearly 20 years.
There's no doubt that her price of admission has been paid far beyond what any of us could ever expect of any of us. And I would say that she's as much of an American as any of us, if not more of an American.
Immigration officials will not comment on specific cases. There have been few deportations of parents of soldiers here illegally. Most families in this situation have returned to their home country or continue to live here in limbo. One practical problem that Mrs. Galdasz faces is that there's a very long line for people trying to get permanent residency status in the United States. Her Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey is pushing for a change in the law that would automatically allow people like Galdasz to stay in the U.S. indefinitely.
Let's hope that the outcome for her is exactly what her son would have hoped.
It's likely that she will be able to stay. Some people in this situation are granted a humanitarian exemption, and that's probably what's going to happen here.
Ron, thank you for bringing us that. Coming up, a happy